The film begins with a young man named Jason Brady playing guitar in his room. He is a blogger and musician. School is out, and Jason and his sister Zoe are attending a Catholic boarding school. They are welcomed by the principal's sister Rebecca, while another sister at the school, Sophia, watches over Jason and his family from the principal's office. Sister Rebecca returns to the principal's office and welcomes Sister Sophia. Sister Rebecca reminds her that all nuns must obey the school rules. Sister Rebecca hastily provides Sister Sophia a tissue and advises her to remove her makeup immediately. After a short talk, the principal leads Sister Sophia around while Sophia meets Jason and learns that she will be his new homeroom teacher. After that, Rebecca shows Sophia her room. In that room, Sophia watches Jason's music video on her laptop, but when she sees Jason, she starts kissing the laptop, implying that Sophia already knows Jason and came to school for some sinister purpose. Unable to resist, Sophia sneaks into the school dormitory and hears Jason playing the guitar and singing. The next day, a student named Sarah flirts with Jason. During class a short time later, Sister Sophia enters the classroom. She sees Sarah and Jason getting along and is envious. Then Sister Sophia scolds Sarah in a slightly scary way. Sarah reminded Sister Sophia that she had not said her morning prayers. After that incident, Jason and Sarah returned to their conversation in the schoolyard. Sarah complained to Jason about Sister Sophia's annoying behavior. However, as Sarah and Jason were kissing, Sister Sophia appeared out of nowhere with an angry look on her face. She ordered Jason to go to class and warned him to stay away from Sarah. Sophia then told Jason to come to her room after school because boys were not allowed to visit girls' rooms, particularly nuns' rooms. Jason ended up heading to Sister Sophia's room. He noticed that the door was slightly open, and when he peered inside, he was stunned by what he saw. Sister Sophia had removed her nun's habit and was wearing only bright red underwear. It turned out that Sister Sophia had done it on purpose, and he swiftly rushed away. That night, Jason could not sleep. Jason could not stop thinking about the lovely Sister Sophia, and he even envisioned himself kissing her passionately. One night, while everyone was sleeping, Sister Sophia quietly entered the girls' dormitory and secretly placed a pack of cigarettes in Sarah's book. Sister Sophia planned to trap Sarah and get her expelled from school. Sister Rebecca caught Sister Sophia red-handed, and Sister Sophia tried to argue that she was just checking the security of the girls' dormitory. Sister Rebecca did not ask any more questions and quickly left. The next day, Sister Sophia directed the pupils to open their textbooks. When Sarah opened the textbook, she discovered a cigarette inside. This occurrence immediately grabbed the notice of Sister Sophia and her classmates. Sarah was taken to the principal's office, but all she could do was cry and insist that the cigarettes were not hers, but the school still punished her according to its rules. She was suspended and had to leave school for a while. This was followed by a thorough search throughout the school, and a bottle of alcohol was found in Jason's room in the hostel. When punishing Jason, Sophia spoke with other teachers and nuns and appealed for leniency. Jason was ordered to help clean the school over the weekend. Sophia wanted Jason to stay at school that weekend, so she punished him later. A flashback scene shows Sophia's growing feelings for Jason. She thoroughly researched Jason and learned that a nun named Sophia was employed at Jason's school. Sophia met the nun and sent her away. She disguised herself as Sophia and began coming to Jason's school on weekends during cleaning time. Both Jason and Zoe, stopped by Sophia, worked with Jason and tried to seduce him. That night, when Jason was sleeping in his bed, Sophia entered the room and surreptitiously turned on the recording on his phone. After detecting someone in the room, Jason awoke and was very surprised. Sister Sophia approaches Jason and attempts to get him to do something improper. Jason recognizes that this is immoral and attempts to resist, but he finds it difficult to resist her temptation. Jason eventually succumbs to temptation and they become intimate. The following morning, Jason feels a great sense of shame about what happened later. When Jason's room is vacant, Sophia walks in and starts sniffing Jason's sweaty clothes. Just as Zoe comes in and finds her in the act, Sophia scolds Zoe, but Zoe tells Jason what she witnessed. After watching this scenario, Sophia becomes unhappy with Zoe and gives her a poor grade on the test. After school, Jason intends to confess his sins, but is surprised to learn that Sister Sophia, not the priest, will hear his confession. She enters the confession booth, sits on his lap, and engages in an intimate act. When Jason returns home for the weekend, he attends a party where Sarah approaches him and tries to kiss him, but Jason has only Sister Sophia in mind, so he makes Sarah stop kissing him and leaves the party. When Jason leaves the party with a bottle of liquor in his hand, the cops catch him in the act, but Sophia appears and cuts him off. Later, Sophia takes him to a hotel and tries to seduce him again. Jason, however, informs her that what they are doing is wrong. Sophia emphasizes her wish to be with him forever, mentions her fortune, and proposes that they can live happily together in Paris. Jason understands that sleeping with Sister Sophia again has made him unstable and fiercely scolds her for not wanting to be with her. They depart the hotel. Jason sits on the side of the road, asking Zoe for help. Jason's father talks on Zoe's behalf and supports Jason's artistic endeavors. Jason returns to school and discovers his sister Sophia unconscious in his bed in a panic. Jason initially assumes Sophia attempted suicide by overdosing on narcotics. However, it was a joke to garner Jason's attention and compassion. Unable to tolerate Sophia's manipulations anymore, Jason threatens to report her behavior behavior to the priest, and the school administrator, Sophia, threatens to uncover their unlawful connection in front of everyone. Shortly later, when Sophia is conducting a lesson, his sister Rebecca abruptly interrupts him. The school principal tells Sarah to attend class as normal because the penalty is finished. Jason and Sarah's connection develops closer again, and the two are regularly seen together in friendly settings. Sophia is jealous and upset. Sophia plans to get rid of Sarah. In the evening, Sophia sneaks into the women's dormitory and catches Sarah in the shower. Sophia proceeded to beat Sarah until she was gravely hurt. Sophia then put the soap on the floor and acted that Sarah slipped and had an accident shortly after. Zoe was astonished to see Sarah laying on her face. She immediately phoned the police and other hostile residents for help. They determined that Sarah's injuries were caused by a fall in the bar. The boarders gathered in the church, and after prayer, Jason approached Sophia and accused her of being responsible for Sarah's sudden death. However, after a brief conversation, the headmaster shows Sophia's sister around the neighborhood. Despite the fact that Sophia showed no fear, she became angry and threatened Jason by showing him a videotape of their intimacy. Sophia then cautioned Jason not to disclose her behavior or else. Jason and Zoe's parents picked them up this weekend. Sophia wanted to meet Jason while he was with his family, and she asked her sister Rebecca for permission to attend her aunt's funeral. Jason and Zoe were eating supper with his parents at a restaurant when Sophia unexpectedly appeared in front of them. She was astonished to see them. Jason's parents greeted sister Sophia warmly and invited her to dinner. Meanwhile, sister Rebecca called the hospital where Sophia's purported aunt was being treated, but the hospital had no record of the patient that sister Rebecca had indicated. After dinner, Zoe urged Jason to tell her what had happened because he was nervous when sister Sophia was around. Jason admitted to Zoe that he had been intimate with the teacher and that he had been threatened with intimate recordings. He then expressed his doubts to her about sister Sophia's identity. Determined to find out the truth, Jason and Zoe broke into sister Sophia's room and accessed her computer. They eventually discovered that her real name was Laura Patterson. Laura Delaware sent her real sister Sophia away in order to infiltrate and gain access to him, while sister Rebecca summoned Sophia to her office. Sister Rebecca was going to expose all of Sophia's lies and report her to the priest, but as sister Rebecca went to the door, Sophia hit her head and sister Rebecca fell and passed out. Jason and Zoe, determined to report Sophia's identity, went to sister Rebecca's room. Jason and Zoe ended up going to the church to see Sophia. They informed her that they already knew who she was and that they would notify sister Rebecca as the situation developed and agitated. Sophia swiftly knocked Zoe unconscious and fiercely attacked Jason's sister Rebecca abruptly interfered and pulled Sophia away. Taking advantage of the turmoil, Jason took a screwdriver from his pocket and used it to stop Sophia. 7 months later, all pupils successfully completed it.